Have you ever bitten into a juicy fruit, convinced it's doing your body good, only to wonder if it's secretly sabotaging your health? It's a shocking reality many seniors face every day, often without a clue. In this video, I'm pulling back the curtain on 6 common fruits, favorites you probably have in your kitchen right now, that could be risky for your health, especially if you're dealing with diabetes, kidney trouble, or heart conditions. But don't toss out your fruit bowl just yet. I've got you covered with simple, practical ways to enjoy fruit safely and keep your golden years golden. Stick with me until the end, because you'll uncover surprising truths that could stop serious health problems in their tracks, boost your energy for years to come, and even save you from a doctor's visit you never saw coming. You'll also get real-life stories that hit close to home, eye-opening stats you won't believe, and smart swaps that let you savor every bite without the worry. This isn't just about avoiding pitfalls, it's about arming yourself with knowledge to thrive. Before we dive in, hit that like button to support more old-age wisdom like this. If you're new here, subscribe and tap the bell. You won't want to miss what's next. Now, let's get into it. First up, star fruit. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoyed this video, you can help me continue spreading the valuable lessons by liking and sharing it. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. 1. Star fruit. Let's take a moment to talk about star fruit, a fruit that may seem like a delightful, exotic treat, but one that hides a potentially dangerous secret. With its vibrant yellow color and its unique star-shaped slices, it's the kind of fruit that catches your eye, doesn't it? You might find it tucked away in the tropical section of your grocery store or at a farmer's market, and, in its alluring simplicity, it seems to beckon you. Try me. I'm fresh, I'm new, and I'm good for you. Indeed, star fruit does have its charm. It's low in calories, rich in vitamin C, and packed with antioxidants, making it feel like the perfect, healthy choice for anyone trying to live a little more adventurously. The fruit seems almost too good to be true, refreshing, sweet-tart, and undeniably tempting. For many, it appears to be a symbol of healthy living. But for seniors, especially those with kidney problems, this once innocent fruit can morph into a hidden danger, lurking in plain sight. The hidden threat lies in a little-known toxin known as carboxin. Now, at first glance, that might sound like something you'd only worry about in a science fiction movie, but the reality is far from fictional. Carboxin is a neurotoxin naturally found in star fruit, and for those with impaired kidney function, it can accumulate in the body, slowly and silently wreaking havoc. Our bodies, when we're young and healthy, can flush out toxins like carboxin without a second thought. But as we age, our kidneys lose their once sharp and efficient filtration abilities. And that's when this seemingly harmless fruit begins to put us at risk. I cannot stress enough how natural it is for our kidney function to decline as we get older. It's a gradual process, something many of us don't fully realize until it's too late. Our kidneys, which once worked tirelessly to remove waste and excess substances from our bloodstream, begin to slow down. And when this happens, the carboxin from the star fruit lingers in the system far longer than it should. The buildup is subtle at first. There's no immediate sign that something is wrong. But over time, it takes its toll, particularly on those already dealing with kidney disease, whether they know it or not. And here's where the story gets personal for me, James's story. Imagine a 72-year-old man named James, a retiree living in sunny Tampa, Florida. James was the epitome of a man trying to live his best life. His routine was filled with good habits, early morning walks, plenty of water, and meals packed with fruits and vegetables. But one day, while strolling through the produce aisle, James laid eyes on star fruit. Why not? He thought. The fruit looked refreshing, new, and after all, everyone said it was good for you. He started adding it to his morning smoothies, enjoying the tart sweetness it brought. For a while, everything seemed fine. But then, little things began to shift. At first, it was nothing more than a slight dizziness when standing. A little wobble, an unsteady moment that didn't seem all that serious. But then came the confusion. James would enter a room, forget why, and walk back out, disoriented. Sometimes, during a conversation, the words just didn't come as easily. He thought it was just stress or maybe dehydration. After all, he'd been out in the Florida heat. But it didn't stop. Soon, fatigue set in. A bone-deep weariness that left him struggling to complete even the simplest tasks. And then came the moment that would change everything. One morning, James woke up and, for the first time, didn't know what day it was. He couldn't remember if it was a weekday or the weekend. The disorientation became alarming, and his family rushed him to the emergency room. After a whirlwind of tests and scans, doctors finally pinpointed the cause of James's decline: star fruit toxicity. The fruit had triggered a reaction in James's system, overwhelming his weakened kidneys and leading to the accumulation of carboxin. What made it worse was that James had no idea he even had kidney disease. He was completely unaware that his kidneys were already compromised. And that's the kicker. He didn't know because kidney disease often shows no symptoms until something like this happens. His case wasn't isolated. It could happen to anyone. The National Kidney Foundation has raised the alarm, warning that even small servings of star fruit can have serious consequences for seniors with reduced kidney function. Let me tell you this: 1 in 3 adults over the age of 65 has some form of kidney disease. 1 in 3. And so many of them don't even know it. It's as though our kidneys are silently surrendering without us realizing it. And it's only when something like star fruit comes into the picture that we realize just how vulnerable we are. Let's take a closer look at what happens when carboxin builds up in the body. It isn't just a nuisance. It's a neurotoxin, a substance that directly targets the nervous system. The first signs of poisoning are often dizziness and confusion. Your brain struggles to function, leaving you feeling off balance and foggy-headed. But it doesn't stop there. As the toxin takes hold, it saps your energy, leaving you exhausted to the point where even the simplest activities feel like a monumental effort. The memory loss that follows, well, it's devastating. James's experience of forgetting simple things, like what room he was in, is not uncommon. And in extreme cases, this toxin can cause seizures, and in the worst-case scenario, a coma. I can't help but feel a deep sense of sadness when thinking about all of this. Something as innocent as a piece of fruit can spiral into something much worse. And it's not just about the neurological damage. There's the damage to your kidneys as well. When the kidneys can't filter out the carboxin, it accumulates, ultimately causing acute kidney injury. You might start with something as seemingly harmless as a slice of star fruit and end up in a medical crisis that you never saw coming. But despite all these risks, many seniors are still drawn to star fruit. I get it. The fruit is exotic, vibrant, and tantalizingly sweet. It's not hard to see why someone would want to try it, especially with all the talk about its health benefits. It feels like the perfect, healthy snack, one that promises to add a little joy and excitement to your day. But for those with kidney issues, that vibrant fruit is a wolf in sheep's clothing. It's a dangerous gamble that isn't worth the risk. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 1 below to let me know that you are still here with me. The good news? You don't have to give up on tropical fruits altogether. There are safer alternatives, Asian pears, which offer a crisp, juicy bite without the risk. Dragon fruit, bursting with color and nutrients, is just as exotic and much safer. Mangoes, sweet and succulent, bring that same tropical delight, and papayas provide a creamy, vitamin-packed option that's gentle on your kidneys. These fruits allow you to enjoy the flavors of the tropics without putting your health at risk. In the end, food should nourish and uplift you. It shouldn't feel like a game of chance. Star fruit might be beautiful and tantalizing, but for seniors, Especially those with compromised kidney function, it's not worth the risk. The potential dangers far outweigh the fleeting appeal. So, the next time you're tempted to grab a star fruit, take a moment to reconsider. There are plenty of safer, just as delicious options waiting for you. Let your health take precedence. 2. Grapes. Let's take a deeper dive into something most of us likely have in our homes right now: grapes. These little, bite-sized orbs of sweetness are often seen as a healthy snack choice. You can find them in lunchboxes, fruit bowls, and even in your hand as a quick energy booster during a busy afternoon. At first glance, they seem like an innocent, wholesome option, nature's candy that's perfectly designed to be both refreshing and convenient. But hold on a second. Before you toss them into your grocery cart, especially if you're an older adult, it's important to take a second look. These seemingly harmless little fruits may be hiding some unexpected and potentially dangerous surprises. You may be wondering, how can something as small and natural as a grape cause any harm? Well, here's the truth. Grapes, despite their natural sweetness and easy accessibility, can pose some serious health risks, especially for older adults. And trust me, I understand. It's hard to believe that a fruit could be anything but good for you, right? But as we age, our bodies don't quite work the way they used to. That innocent grape that feels like the perfect snack could sneak up on you, causing more harm than you expect. Let's break this down. The sugar surprise: grapes and blood sugar spikes. First, let's talk about something that many of us don't always think about when grabbing a handful of fruit: sugar. Did you know that just 1 cup of grapes, roughly 150 grams, or about a handful, packs a punch of 23 grams of sugar? Let's put that into perspective. That's the same amount of sugar found in about 4 standard sugar cubes or a small candy bar. And yes, while it's natural sugar, that doesn't make it any less impactful on your body, particularly if you're someone who's dealing with blood sugar concerns, like diabetes or prediabetes. As we get older, our metabolism slows down, and our bodies become less efficient at processing sugars. That means that even though these sugars come from fruit, they still hit your bloodstream hard. For seniors, this can lead to rapid spikes in blood sugar, followed by an inevitable crash that leaves you feeling sluggish, exhausted, or even moody. We've all been there, when something sweet gives us that sugar high, only to be followed by that dreaded crash and burn feeling that makes us want to crawl back into bed. It's frustrating, and let's face it, nobody wants to deal with that in their golden years. Take Patricia, for instance. She's a 68-year-old retiree from Chicago who thought she was doing the right thing. After her latest checkup, her doctor raised concerns about her blood sugar creeping up. So, she made a change. She swapped out her usual afternoon cookies for a nice, refreshing bowl of red seedless grapes. She was thinking, I'm doing something good for my body. It's fruit, right? She even told herself that cutting out processed snacks and replacing them with fresh fruit was a smart, virtuous choice. But just a few weeks later, she started feeling drained, even after a full night's sleep. Her vision would blur, and she'd feel lightheaded after eating. Worried, she tested her blood sugar and found a reading of 180 milligrams per deciliter, much higher than her normal range of 100 to 120. Her mind raced. How could this happen? Her doctor quickly pointed out the culprit: those seemingly innocent grapes. They were spiking her blood sugar just as much as the sugary cookies she had tried to avoid. Research from institutions like Harvard Medical School backs this up. Grapes have a surprisingly high glycemic index, meaning they can cause your blood sugar to rise faster than some processed foods, including whole grain bread. For older adults, whose bodies struggle more to manage these fluctuations, this could be a hidden health risk. The choking risk, an unexpected danger. But the dangers of grapes don't stop there. There's another risk that's less talked about, but no less serious: choking. As we age, our swallowing reflexes weaken. The muscles in our throats don't function as smoothly, and we lose some of the coordination that helps us avoid choking on food. Grapes, being small, round, smooth, and slippery, are the perfect candidates to get stuck in your airway. It's easy to think that because grapes are small, they're safe to eat quickly or without much thought. But their size and texture make them a choking hazard, especially if you don't chew them thoroughly. For a younger person, a quick cough might do the trick if a grape goes down the wrong way. But for seniors, it could easily escalate into a life-threatening emergency. The statistics are alarming. According to the National Safety Council, choking incidents involving grapes among seniors have risen by 30% in the past 5 years. The increase is not just due to more awareness of these cases. It's also because many seniors simply don't realize the risk. Picture this: you're watching your favorite TV show, popping grapes into your mouth without thinking, and suddenly one goes down too quickly. For a younger person, it's a minor inconvenience. But for an older adult, it could be catastrophic. Safer alternatives and how to enjoy grapes responsibly. So, does this mean you need to cut grapes out of your life completely? Not. If you love grapes, there's no reason to give them up entirely. But you need to be strategic in how you eat them. First and foremost, slice them into quarters before eating. This simple step not only reduces the choking risk, but it also slows down how quickly your body absorbs the sugar. Pair your grapes with protein or healthy fats, maybe a handful of almonds or a small piece of cheese. This will help buffer the sugar rush and prevent those nasty spikes. And remember, portion control is key. Stick to a small serving, about 6 grapes at a time, and you'll still satisfy your craving without overloading your system. If you're open to trying something new, there are plenty of safer, senior-friendly alternatives to grapes. Berries like strawberries or blueberries are lower in sugar and are packed with antioxidants that support overall health. Melons like watermelon, cantaloupe, or honeydew are hydrating, naturally sweet, and much less likely to cause choking hazards. Plus, they're full of nutrients that can help keep you feeling your best as you age. Final thoughts. Proceed with caution. While grapes might seem harmless, they're a perfect example of how something that seems innocent at first glance can, in reality, pose a hidden danger. Whether it's the sugar that can spike your blood glucose levels or the choking risk that's harder to spot, grapes require more consideration, especially for seniors. But don't be discouraged. With a few simple adjustments, you can still enjoy these delicious little fruits without putting your health at risk. The key is to be mindful of how you consume them and to always prioritize your safety. After all, it's our health and well-being that matter the most, and we deserve to take every precaution to protect it as we age gracefully. 3. Oranges. Let's take a closer look at a fruit that most of us adore, the bright, zesty orange. It's juicy, refreshing, and bursting with vitamin C, often hailed as a miracle for boosting the immune system. For many, it's the quintessential healthy snack, something we turn to first thing in the morning to kickstart our day. But what if I told you that behind that vibrant exterior, oranges may not be as harmless as we think, especially when it comes to seniors? While they're often associated with health, they come with a surprising range of potential risks for older adults. From exacerbating acid reflux to interfering with critical medications and even damaging teeth, the hidden dangers of this seemingly innocent fruit are worth considering. Let's delve deeper into why oranges, despite their reputation for being a health food, may not always be the best choice for those of us in our golden years. First, let's talk about acid reflux. It's something that many seniors quietly deal with, but it's rarely discussed openly. If you've ever felt that uncomfortable burning sensation in your chest after consuming something acidic, you've experienced acid reflux, also known as gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. This condition occurs when stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, and it's incredibly common among older adults. Research from the GERD Foundation shows that over 60% of people over the age of 60 suffer from it. While GERD can be triggered by various foods and drinks, citrus fruits, like oranges, are particularly troublesome due to their high acidity. The symptoms of acid reflux can be downright miserable. Imagine trying to enjoy your morning, only to be stopped in your tracks by the searing pain of heartburn, or the discomfort of a scratchy throat from acid exposure. For some, it doesn't stop there. Acid reflux can even disrupt sleep, causing discomfort that wakes you up in the middle of the night, leaving you tossing and turning instead of getting the restful sleep your body desperately needs. This daily struggle, as harmless as it seems, can severely impact your quality of life, and the culprit might be right there in your fruit bowl. Take, for instance, Margaret, a 73-year-old retiree from Minnesota. For years, she thought her frequent heartburn was just a part of aging. She tried everything from over-the-counter remedies to lifestyle changes, but nothing seemed to bring lasting relief. It wasn't until she stopped eating oranges that she noticed a drastic improvement. Margaret's experience highlights a hidden truth. A food we consider innocent, even beneficial, can be quietly sabotaging our health, especially as we age. But the risks don't end with digestive discomfort. Oranges also pose a significant concern when it comes to medication interference, which is a hidden danger that many seniors overlook. Older adults are often prescribed medications to manage a wide variety of health conditions, from high blood pressure to depression, and many of these medications are essential to their well-being. However, citrus fruits, particularly oranges and orange juice, have been shown to interfere with the absorption of over 50 commonly prescribed medications. This isn't just a minor issue. It can make these medications less effective, leaving you vulnerable to complications. Take a moment to think about this. You take your blood pressure medication, trusting that it's helping you maintain a healthy heart, only to discover that your daily glass of orange juice is diminishing its effectiveness. The result? Your blood pressure could be out of control, putting your health at serious risk. This is a frightening reality for many older adults who rely on medications to manage chronic conditions. The Mayo Clinic has identified that the compounds in citrus fruits block enzymes that help metabolize medications, leading to this harmful interference. Common medications affected include blood pressure drugs like atenolol, statins used to control cholesterol, and antidepressants like citalopram. For anyone on a daily regimen of prescribed medications, this is a serious consideration. Before reaching for that juicy orange, I urge you to consult your doctor to see if citrus fruits could be interfering with your medication. And if that's not enough, there's one more risk that's often overlooked: oral health. Our teeth, the things we often take for granted, become more vulnerable as we age. The enamel on our teeth naturally wears down over time, and acidic foods like oranges accelerate this erosion. This means that the very fruit we think is helping us stay healthy could be contributing to tooth sensitivity, gum irritation, and an increased risk of cavities. Imagine the discomfort of a sensitive tooth when enjoying something cold, hot, or sweet. It's a painful reality that many seniors face, and it's made worse by acidic foods, like oranges. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you are still here with me. For seniors with already compromised enamel, the acidity in oranges can cause irreparable damage. If you simply can't imagine life without this citrus treat, there are ways to enjoy it more safely. Drinking a glass of water after consuming oranges can help rinse away the acid, or using a straw when drinking orange juice can limit its contact with your teeth. But the safest approach? Consider cutting back on acidic foods like oranges altogether. If you're looking for alternatives to boost your vitamin C intake without the risks, there are plenty of healthier options that are gentler on your stomach, teeth, and overall health. For example, bell peppers are a fantastic source of vitamin C and have far less acidity than oranges. Kiwis, strawberries, and even broccoli are all excellent choices that provide the same immune-boosting benefits with none of the drawbacks. But I get it. Sometimes it's hard to let go of a long-standing habit, especially one that's been part of your morning routine for years. If you're unwilling to part with oranges completely, there are ways to enjoy them more wisely. Consider timing your orange consumption for the middle of the day, rather than first thing in the morning when your stomach is most sensitive. Be mindful of your medications. Wait at least 2 hours after taking them before indulging in citrus fruits. Diluting orange juice with water can also help lower the acidity, and pairing oranges with alkaline foods like bananas or avocados can help balance the pH level. These tips can help reduce the risks, but the truth remains, when it comes to older adults, the potential hazards of oranges may outweigh the benefits. At the end of the day, we all want what's best for our health, especially as we grow older. Oranges may seem like the perfect, healthy snack, but for seniors, they may be more of a hindrance than a help. From aggravating acid reflux and interfering with medications to harming our dental health, the truth is that oranges might not be as safe as we once thought. Instead of blindly reaching for them, consider exploring alternative foods that can nourish your body without putting it at risk. Your health is your most valuable asset, so it's worth taking the time to make informed choices that truly support your well-being. Let's take control of our health, making decisions that ensure we thrive in our golden years, because our bodies deserve it. 4. Avocados. Let's pause for a moment and dive into the world of a fruit that has achieved near-celebrity status in the health world, the avocado. With its lush, creamy texture and reputation as a superfood, avocados have become a favorite among health-conscious people everywhere. You'll see them slathered on toast, blended into smoothies, or simply scooped straight from their skin with a dash of salt. They're adored for their abundance of heart-healthy fats, and for many, they represent the epitome of wellness. Avocados are often praised as an essential part of a balanced diet, brimming with potassium, fiber, and those coveted monounsaturated fats that do wonders for the heart. It's no wonder why this fruit is at the top of so many grocery lists. But here's the twist that many older adults might not see coming. As much as avocados are beloved for their health benefits, they can present some unexpected challenges. For seniors, this trendy fruit can contribute to weight gain, mess with medications, and even trigger allergic reactions. It's almost like a betrayal. Wait a minute, aren't avocados supposed to be the perfect food? The truth is, they can offer real benefits, but like anything else, the key is moderation and understanding how they interact with our bodies, especially as we age. For seniors, the story isn't as clear-cut as the marketing might suggest. So, let's take a deeper look and peel back the layers to uncover why avocados might not be the flawless superfood they're often made out to be. The caloric pitfall. First off, let's talk about something that many don't think about when grabbing that perfectly ripe avocado, the calorie count. A medium-sized avocado, weighing about 150 grams without the pit, comes in at around 240 calories. To put that into perspective, that's pretty much the same as a cheeseburger from a fast food joint or a generous serving of oatmeal with all the fixings. For younger folks with faster metabolisms, this might not be a big deal. But as we age, our metabolism tends to slow down, and our caloric needs shrink. For many seniors, a daily caloric intake may hover between 1,600 to 2,000 calories, depending on how active they are. That means that just one avocado could account for a significant portion of your daily energy intake, without even considering the extras like toast, dressings, or spreads. It's easy to think, it's just fruit, how bad can it be? But the truth is, it adds up quickly. Take Robert, for example, a 75-year-old retiree from Denver. He had heard all the rave reviews about avocados being a superfood, so he decided to make them a staple in his morning routine. He would smash half an avocado onto a slice of whole grain bread, drizzle a bit of olive oil, and sprinkle some pepper. It felt like a healthier option than his previous butter and jam habit, and he was proud of the change. But just 3 months later, Robert stepped onto the scale and was stunned to see a 12-pound gain. That extra weight didn't just affect his appearance. It wreaked havoc on his body. His knees, already suffering from years of wear, started aching more than ever, and he felt sluggish, like he was trudging through the day with no energy. Confused, he mentioned the weight gain to his doctor during a checkup. After reviewing his diet, the doctor pointed out the avocado toast. "You're essentially eating a full meal's worth of calories in one sitting," he explained. "Your body doesn't need that much anymore." The American Heart Association also cautions seniors to keep a close eye on their portions with high-fat foods like avocados, even if those fats are considered healthy. While avocados are indeed packed with nutrients, they are still calorie-dense, and for seniors, that can be a hidden pitfall. Medication interference. Beyond the calorie trap, there's another potential issue: medication interference. Avocados contain certain compounds, like vitamin K and specific enzymes, which can impact how your body absorbs or processes medications. For example, consider blood thinners such as warfarin, commonly prescribed to prevent clots. Avocados are rich in vitamin K, which plays a crucial role in blood clotting. This can counteract the effects of warfarin, making it less effective and increasing the risk of complications. Similarly, some blood pressure medications and antidepressants can have their absorption altered by the fats and nutrients found in avocados, leading to inconsistent results. And here's the kicker: this is not something that's always flagged by healthcare providers. Unless you specifically ask, "Hey, will this avocado toast interfere with my medications?" you might not get a heads up. For seniors managing hypertension, heart conditions, or mental health issues with regular medications, the impact of something as seemingly innocent as an avocado can be significant. Imagine taking your blood pressure meds religiously, only to see your numbers creep up because you've been having guacamole every day at lunch. If you're on blood thinners, antihypertensives, or antidepressants, it's a good idea to check in with your doctor or pharmacist before making avocados a regular part of your diet. Allergies that sneak up later in life. Finally, let's talk about the allergy angle. A surprising risk, especially for those who've enjoyed avocados for years without issue. Avocados contain proteins that are similar to those found in latex, a material found in gloves, balloons, and medical supplies. This overlap triggers what's known as latex fruit syndrome, and it's more common than you might think. Studies suggest that about 6% of seniors have some degree of latex sensitivity, and for these individuals, avocados can cause reactions. Symptoms can include itching, swelling in the mouth, throat irritation, digestive issues, or even skin redness after handling them. The unsettling part is that allergies can develop later in life, even after decades of eating avocados without any problem. Our immune systems change as we age, and something that was once perfectly safe can suddenly become a source of discomfort or even danger. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment 3 below to let me know that you are still here with me. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old from Phoenix, who adored her weekly avocado salad. After years of eating it without issue, one day she noticed her lips tingling and her throat feeling scratchy. She first assumed it was something in the dressing or perhaps a spice she wasn't used to. But when it happened again after another avocado-filled meal, Margaret visited an allergist. She was shocked to learn that her mild latex sensitivity, developed from years of gardening with latex gloves, had crossed over to avocados. It was a wake-up call. Just because you've tolerated something for decades doesn't mean your body will continue to give it a free pass. This is a powerful reminder that as we age, our bodies may no longer react the way they once did. Smarter ways to enjoy avocados. Does this mean avocados should be banned from the senior diet? Not necessarily. You can still enjoy the creamy goodness of avocados with a few precautions. The trick is moderation. Consider limiting your intake to just a quarter of an avocado per day, about 60 calories. That's enough to savor the flavor and reap the benefits without overloading your system. And instead of eating avocado on its own, try pairing it with protein, like a boiled egg or fiber-rich vegetables to slow digestion and soften the calorie impact. If you're on blood thinners, blood pressure medications, or antidepressants, it's important to have a conversation with your doctor to make sure avocados are safe for you. Alternatively, if you're wary of the risks, there are plenty of other heart-healthy fat sources that won't interfere with your medications. A teaspoon of olive oil on your salad or a handful of walnuts or almonds can deliver similar benefits without the hidden dangers. These options are easy to measure, and they don't carry the baggage of medication interference or unexpected allergens. The takeaway. The bottom line is that while avocados are celebrated as a superfood for seniors, they come with a few caveats that shouldn't be ignored. Whether it's the calorie creep that contributes to unwanted weight gain, the potential to interfere with vital medications, or allergies that can develop later in life, avocados demand a little more thought than you might expect. You don't have to give them up entirely. Just approach them with awareness, moderation, and a healthy dose of caution. Because in the end, staying healthy isn't about blindly following food trends, but about making informed choices that truly support your well-being. 5. Watermelon. Let's dive into the world of watermelon, a fruit so iconic that it immediately transports you to long, hot summer days, right? It's sweet, juicy, and seems to drip with refreshing hydration. At first glance, it seems like the perfect snack for seniors wanting to cool off and stay hydrated during the sweltering heat. But as with many things in life, appearances can be deceiving, and sometimes what we think is good for us can turn out to be risky. You see, watermelon isn't just a simple fruit. It's a powerful mix of water and sugar, and for some seniors, it can be a sneaky health hazard. When you're older, your body's ability to process food and fluids doesn't quite work like it used to. And while it's tempting to think of watermelon as a hydration hero, for those with heart disease, kidney issues, or diabetes, it could end up causing more harm than good. The hidden dangers lurking in every slice of watermelon. 1. Too much water, too quickly. Watermelon is made up of 92% water. Sounds like a great way to quench your thirst, right? But for seniors, that high water content isn't just refreshing. It can be a double-edged sword. As we age, our kidneys start to lose their efficiency in processing fluids, which means they can struggle to expel excess water properly. And when you're eating large amounts of watermelon, all that fluid can overwhelm your body's ability to manage it. What happens then? The body holds onto that extra water, causing swelling, particularly in areas like your ankles, hands, and face. You may also notice shortness of breath as the fluid starts pressing on your lungs, making it harder to breathe. And if your kidneys and heart are already under stress, adding more fluid into the system forces your heart to work harder, leading to an increase in blood pressure. It's a dangerous game to play, especially if you're already dealing with any heart or kidney conditions. Let's consider the story of Betty, a 78-year-old woman from Arizona. She was convinced that watermelon was the ultimate healthy snack. She'd slice a big chunk and eat it every afternoon, thinking she was staying hydrated and healthy. But after just a few days, her feet began to swell, and she found herself feeling utterly exhausted. One evening, she woke up struggling to breathe. She felt like she was suffocating. That night, she was rushed to the hospital, where the doctors discovered that the excess fluid in her body had put too much strain on her heart. Betty's innocent watermelon habit had ended up being a serious health risk. It was a tough lesson that even the healthiest foods can have hidden dangers when not consumed mindfully. 2. A sweet, sneaky sugar spike. Now, let's talk about watermelon's sweetness. It's refreshing, yes, but it's also packed with natural sugar, and if you've got diabetes or prediabetes, this could be a serious concern. Watermelon has a high glycemic index, GI, meaning it can raise blood sugar levels quickly, almost as if you were drinking soda. For seniors with diabetes, even just 2 cups of watermelon can trigger a rapid spike in blood sugar, leaving you feeling fatigued, dizzy, or moody. And here's the kicker. If you experience these spikes regularly, it can worsen your diabetes over time, making it harder to manage and increasing the risk of complications, including heart disease. Even if you don't have diabetes, frequent blood sugar swings can eventually lead to insulin resistance, setting you on the path to type 2 diabetes. So, while watermelon may taste like a refreshing, guilt-free treat, its sweetness comes with a hidden cost. The sugar rush that feels so good in the moment can be a ticking time bomb for your health, especially when it comes to managing your blood sugar levels. 3. Potassium overload. A silent threat. Watermelon isn't just full of water and sugar, it's also packed with potassium, a nutrient essential for heart and muscle health. But here's the problem. For seniors with kidney disease, this can be a silent but deadly risk. As we age, our kidneys' ability to filter out excess potassium weakens, and when potassium levels rise too high in the blood, it can lead to a condition called hyperkalemia. High potassium levels can cause irregular heartbeats, something that is extremely dangerous for seniors, particularly those with heart disease. It can also lead to muscle weakness, making it hard to maintain your balance or even get up from a chair. And in extreme cases, potassium overload can cause heart failure, which is a terrifying thought. According to the National Kidney Foundation, about 40% of people over the age of 65 experience some level of kidney dysfunction, often without even realizing it. If your kidneys aren't functioning at their best, eating potassium-rich foods like watermelon could push them past their limit. So, while potassium is vital, for seniors with kidney issues, consuming too much watermelon can be a health disaster waiting to happen. So, can seniors still enjoy watermelon? I know, it sounds like watermelon is the villain of the summer, but don't throw it out just yet. You don't have to completely give up this refreshing fruit. Just enjoy it with some caution and awareness. Moderation is key. Stick to small portions. Half a cup is more than enough for a satisfying snack. And pair it with protein or fiber-rich foods like nuts or seeds to slow down sugar absorption and balance out the effects. Timing is everything, too. If you're going to indulge in watermelon, avoid eating it late in the day. Watermelon's high water content can lead to fluid retention overnight, making it harder for your body to process the excess fluid while you sleep. And most importantly, listen to your body. If you experience swelling, breathlessness, or fatigue after eating watermelon, it's time to cut back. Don't ignore the signs your body is giving you. Safer alternatives for sweet, hydrating treats. If you love watermelon but want to play it safe, there are plenty of alternatives to help you stay hydrated without the risks. Try cucumber slices in water, cool, crisp, and hydrating, without the sugar or potassium overload. Frozen berries are another fantastic option. They're low on the glycemic index, so they won't spike your blood sugar, and they're packed with antioxidants. Or for a burst of flavor without the full risks of watermelon, try infusing your water with a bit of watermelon juice and fresh mint. It's refreshing and sweet, but with far fewer health concerns. The bottom line: moderation is the key. While watermelon may seem like the perfect summer snack, it's not as innocent as it looks, especially for seniors with heart, kidney, or blood sugar issues. Like many things in life, it's about balance. Moderation and mindful eating are the keys to enjoying watermelon without compromising your health. So, go ahead and indulge in this delicious fruit, but do it with awareness and care. Your health and well-being are worth it. 6. Papayas. Let's take a moment to dive into the topic of papayas, a tropical fruit that has earned its place in many seniors' diets due to its widely advertised digestive benefits. It's easy to see why many older adults are drawn to papayas. They're often praised for their ability to help with gut health, digestion, and even inflammation. The idea of eating something natural to improve digestion sounds so simple and appealing, doesn't it? But here's where things get tricky. While papayas do offer some health perks, they also carry hidden dangers that many aren't aware of, especially for seniors. These dangers are not just small risks but potentially serious health issues that can affect your daily life, particularly if you are on medication or have a sensitive stomach. You might be shocked by this, but it's crucial to be cautious when it comes to consuming papayas, especially if you're over 65. One of the most significant concerns is how papayas interact with common medications taken by seniors. The FDA has issued warnings about how papayas can interfere with the absorption and effectiveness of several important medications, like blood thinners, diabetes medications, and antibiotics. For seniors on these medications, papayas can change how their body processes the drugs, and the results could be disastrous. Let's take blood thinners, for example. Seniors who are on medications like warfarin need to be especially cautious. Papayas contain an enzyme called papain, which can amplify the effects of blood thinners, increasing the risk of bleeding. This can be life-threatening, especially for those with blood clotting disorders. Imagine this: a seemingly harmless fruit could cause your blood to thin too much, leading to dangerous situations that are completely avoidable. It's chilling to think about, isn't it? If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment below to let me know that you are still here with me. Then there's the issue of diabetes. For seniors managing their blood sugar levels, papayas could drop blood sugar too low, causing dizziness, confusion, and weakness. In some cases, it could even lead to fainting, which could put you at risk for falls and other injuries. This is not just theory. It's something that real people experience. Take Helen, a 71-year-old woman from San Diego, for example. She started eating papayas daily, hoping they would help her digestion. But after a few weeks, she noticed that her blood pressure medication wasn't working the way it used to. She felt off, like something was wrong. When she went to the doctor, her physician asked about her diet. When Helen mentioned the papayas, the doctor immediately suspected an interaction between the fruit and her medication. After she stopped eating papayas, her blood pressure returned to normal. This story might sound like an isolated incident, but it's a reminder of how important it is for seniors to be mindful of their diet, especially when it could affect something as crucial as their medications. Another lesser-known risk involves papaya's connection to latex allergies, which can be a real danger for some seniors. Latex allergies are not always present from birth. They can develop later in life, making it all the more crucial to stay vigilant. Many people who are allergic to latex will also find that they have a sensitivity to papayas because the fruit contains proteins similar to those found in latex. If you're one of these individuals, consuming papayas could trigger allergic reactions like skin rashes, itching, or even swelling in the mouth. For some, it can escalate to difficulty breathing, a potentially life-threatening condition. It's deeply worrying that this connection isn't widely known, and even more concerning is that latex allergies can develop as we age. Even if you've eaten papayas without any issues before, there's no guarantee that you won't experience an allergic reaction down the road. But there's yet another issue: the digestive complications that papayas can cause. Papayas are praised for their digestive enzyme, papain, which helps break down proteins in the stomach. While this can be helpful for some, it can also irritate seniors, especially those with already sensitive stomachs. As we age, our digestive systems can become more fragile, and the strong properties of papayas might worsen this. For those who already suffer from conditions like acid reflux or irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, papayas can lead to bloating, gas, stomach cramps, or even acid reflux. If you've ever experienced discomfort after eating papaya, you know how miserable it can feel. It's not just a minor inconvenience. It can disrupt your daily routine and make you feel uneasy. So, what are the safer alternatives? You don't have to rely on papayas to keep your digestive system in check. There are plenty of other, more gentle options. For example, yogurt or kefir are excellent choices because they contain probiotics that promote gut health without the risks. Ginger tea, too, can help calm the stomach and support digestion. Fermented foods like sauerkraut or kimchi are also fantastic for improving digestion and nourishing your gut. The good news is that there's a world of options out there that won't cause unnecessary complications. However, if you're still determined to include papayas in your diet, there are a few precautions you can take to minimize the risks. First and foremost, never eat papaya on an empty stomach, as this can significantly increase the chance of stomach irritation. And if you're on any medication for blood pressure, blood thinning, or diabetes, please consult with your doctor before adding papayas to your meals. Start with just a small portion, only a few bites, and closely monitor how your body reacts. If you experience symptoms like dizziness, stomach discomfort, or unusual fatigue, it's a clear sign that papayas might not be the right choice for you. In the end, it's all about being mindful of the foods you eat, especially as you get older. A fruit that seems like a harmless, healthy choice can end up causing more harm than good. It's crucial to listen to your body and recognize the importance of understanding how different foods interact with your health. This is not just about avoiding certain foods. It's about taking control of your well-being and ensuring that your diet supports, rather than hinders, your health. Stay cautious, stay informed, and above all, stay healthy. So, what have we learned today? We've uncovered some surprising truths about papayas and their potential risks, especially for seniors. From how they can interact with medications, trigger allergic reactions, to the digestive discomfort they might cause, it's clear that what seems like a healthy fruit can have hidden dangers. But don't worry, there are plenty of alternatives to support your digestive health without those risks. So, what's one thing you've learned today that you're going to bring into practice in your life? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please leave your comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more insightful content like this. Stay safe, stay healthy, and see you in the next video.